Fred, could you just maybe talk a little bit about how this action sort of started and kind of what the focus is and what sort of motivates you personally to do this?
Okay, back when I started working here in Grand Rapids, I got involved with a group called Concerned Clergy of West Michigan, which organized before I arrived to address some of the homophobic activity following a controversy out of Byron Center and in Greater Grand Rapids. But they stuck around, worked on an initiative which they opposed but eventually did not succeed. Anyway, what it comes down to is that there are some folks here, especially clergy, who thought we need to be more proactive about LGBT rights and dignity. Most of us were straight, and the idea behind it was that since so many other religious groups were being so anti-LGBT, we needed those who were pro-LGBT to stand up and be counted. So I was glad to be a part of it. But the question was what to do without a crisis or a controversy. And so what we eventually decided was that on I think it was Valentine's Day, I think almost 3 years ago now, we said, let's go over to the county clerk's office where they issue marriage licenses and stand there with a few signs saying, clergy for marital justice, gay folks should be married to. Start lifting that up, because I don't know about you, but my sense is that West Michigan is such a nice place that people won't talk about things they don't agree on, and that has the effect of making them not visible. So we thought raising the visibility would be good. And we did that once a month for 2 years out there on Rosa Park, not out there in the clerk's office. And then just this past year, we decided to move it down here to Rosa Parks where the traffic was a little higher. And we enlisted some folks who were not just clergy, but members of my congregation, Fountain Street Church, and others. And now we have about a dozen people every month who hold up a sign or two, blow a few bubbles, and try to remind folks that West Michigan is not just about straight people, it's about gay folk. That marital justice is not something that's just about New York or Ontario or San Francisco, but it's also important to people here in West Michigan. And that straight folk, allies who believe that that's an important issue, need to be visible at least on a regular basis so that it doesn't get swept under the rug or hidden by the niceness or we pretend that it isn't real. That's what it's all about. And it's part of our job as clergy, and I'm really glad that my congregation decided they're going to be a part of it too. So now we have fun once a month.
Great. Well, does the decision in New York recently sort of give you a sense of added optimism that it's possible even in West Michigan for...
Let me make it very clear. This is going to happen. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. For me, the question is, will Michigan be among the first states or among the last states? And our job, I think, is to make sure it doesn't become the last entity to get on the wagon. I'm pretty sure we'll get there ahead of Mississippi, but I wouldn't want to place bets on it right now. But I have no doubt that marital equity for LGBT folks is going to happen, and it will happen within the next 10 to 20 years at the most. So we're terribly confident about it, but we want to make sure that Michigan is a leader rather than a follower, a place that really values all of its citizens, not just some of them.
Great.